everyone, welcome back to Cooking with TK. Today you guys, I made a chuck roast and a delicious collard green with smoked turkey. I'm going to show you this recipe. It turned out very delicious. The roast is extremely tender and the gravy turned out just fine. Let's get into this video. Okay everyone, welcome back to Cooking with TK. Today you guys, I'm gonna make a pot roast for dinner. Well, it's really not gonna be a pot roast though. It's not in a pot, but I'm making a roast and I'm gonna make it in a bag. If y'all can see the bag over here, I have it in my pan already. I have some vegetables cut up. I'm gonna use carrots, celery, and onions. I'm not gonna use any bell peppers even though I have some. And I'm going to use McCormick slow cooker savory pot roast. It really is good, so go ahead and try it. I'm going to add other things to it as well. I'm going to add just a little Worcestershire sauce, not a lot, just a little. Here I have some cornstarch and some mushroom onion soup mixed together. I have small amount of black pepper, just a little bit of salt because I got two, remember. A small amount of garlic. And here I have some beef broth. So just mix you some beef bouillon and some water. That's all you gotta do. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is, y'all, I am going to put the seasoning on my roast. Okay, so I'm just gonna start out with some salt. I'm gonna salt both of these on both sides and pepper them on both sides. So I'm just gonna put the seasoning on both sides, y'all. Okay, and I'm gonna put the garlic on both sides, y'all. I'm just doing this side first, okay? This right here, I'm gonna put some on here as well. I'm gonna rub it on there, but preferably just throw it in the bag. That's all you really have to do, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it on there because I want the flavor to be on my roast really good, okay? Okay, so I'm just gonna rub the seasoning in and do this for both sides, okay? It's simple, easy, delicious roast. Your family will love it, okay? We don't want anything hard. I do have another video where I did it in my Ninja Foodie. If you guys haven't checked that out, you can check that out as well, okay? And now I'm just gonna season up the other side. And I have my oven preheated to 325 degrees, and this is gonna cook for about 2.5 to 3 hours, okay? No more than 3 hours. It's gonna be so tender, y'all. It's gonna be really, really tender. Okay. And now let me put this seasoning on this side as well. And I'm just gonna rub this in, okay? And remember, I mixed with some cornstarch because the cornstarch, all this gonna help thicken up to make a delicious gravy, okay? Okay, so now we got it seasoned up and rubbed down good. Some of that got in the crevices, which is a good thing, okay? So now what I'm gonna do is I am going to take this packet back here. Let me take these off. Since I got two, I'm using both of these packets. I gotta wipe the counter off too, y'all. Excuse the mess that I'm making. Okay. Just rub all this seasoning on there because I want some flavor. Might not need but one pack. Might not need both packs. Let me get my gloves out. Oh, that smells good. you got some red wine, you can use that. I don't have any red wine. Okay, so. And don't compliment in the comments on why you putting that much seasoning on there. It's gonna be this, it's gonna be that. No, it's gonna be good. And it's gonna turn out just fine. Okay? If you don't season your food, it's not gonna have any flavor. And I didn't over season it. And I'm gonna let this okay. Okay, so that's that. Put that in the trash. Rub all this flavor in on my roast. Okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna throw that in last. I gotta wipe my counter off, y'all. I know. I need to wipe my counter off. Let me go ahead and put this in the bag, okay? Put that one on this side. And then I'm gonna put this one on this side. Now this is a chuck roast, okay? Considered to be called a chuck roast. I'm gonna take this out of the way. Be washed. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pour this just around the meat, not on it, just around it. Okay. Okay. And now I need to add the Worcestershire sauce up in here. About a tablespoon of that. Let me clean this out. And now I'm gonna get ready to just dump these veggies in here. Make sure you clean and wash your veggies. I'm not using potatoes today because they want mashed potatoes. So. And now we're just gonna tie this bag up. See that? Good tidy bag. And I'm gonna get a knife and poke a few holes in it. Yeah, just a little bit right there. Right there. And now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put this in the oven. And I'll be back in about 2 hours and 30 minutes to check on it, okay? Remember at 325 for 2 hours and 30 minutes. Okay, so in order to make my delicious collard greens and kale mixed greens with smoked turkey wings, the first thing I'm going to do is to boil my smoked turkey wings. I put 1.5 pieces of the wings in the pot. Make sure that the water is covering. Now I'm gonna add some chicken bouillon flavor. If you don't want to add chicken bouillon, you can use broth, okay? I'm gonna add some onion powder. I'm gonna add some black pepper, some garlic powder, and some accent to my water. And I'm going to allow this to come to a boil. I'm going to let these turkey wings boil until the meat is just about falling completely off of the bone. Okay? This is going to be the basis for our seasoning. Yes, I did add some smoked paprika as well. The broth from the turkey wings will give our greens a delicious flavor. You must try kale and collards with smoked turkey wings. Now that our smoked turkey wings are done, I took them out of the pot. I pulled the meat off of the bone. I separated it. But I did place my bones back into the pot because I wanted to continue to boil with my greens to add even more flavor from that bone. A lot of people don't understand, but a lot of flavor comes from it. So now at this point, I'm going to place my greens into my pot with our turkey broth that we made with our turkey wings, smoked turkey wings. Now remember, these are kale greens and collard greens mixed together. My goodness, you guys, it is so delicious. If you've never mixed your kale and collard greens together, go ahead and try it this way, okay? So after you put half of your mixed greens into the pot, you're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add in some onions and some red bell pepper and some yellow bell pepper. It doesn't matter what bell pepper you have, just use you some bell pepper. We're gonna allow these greens to cook in this pot for about, let's say about 2 hours. Okay, and I forgot to add a drizzle of apple cider vinegar. Just 1 tablespoon, okay? And also add in about 2 tablespoons of butter. I put in plant-based butter. Okay, so my roast is out in the oven, you guys. So now I'm gonna open the bag. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dump all this out of this bag. And I want you guys to see that, okay? Okay, so this is my roast, you guys. See that? See how good that roast looks? Okay. Gravy is gonna thicken up as it settles, the gravy. Okay? Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys how tender the roast is. This roast turned out perfect at 2 hours and 30 minutes with the ingredients that I used in the bag. And I did not have to sear my roast at all. Look at this, you guys. Look at it. Look at all the juice. Okay, so I'm down to like the last 15 minutes of cooking my greens. Here I have some seasoning. I have some Sloppy Mama seasoning, some black pepper, and some chunky garlic and some Italian seasoning. That's what I'm gonna add in here, y'all. 15 more minutes, y'all. So I'm gonna mix this in, and these greens should be done in about 15 minutes. When my greens are done, everyone, see how they turned out? These are kale greens mixed with collards, and I used a smoked turkey wing